of control and just heal from having a stroke and a breakdown and everything else that's happened in life. So, first thing I wanted to say is I've been trying to get back on the social media and really help people which are trying to deal with their weight loss and are maybe not having as much success with their weight loss or think that it's easier or whatnot, and then it should be. But, and I had somebody the other day say, are you just about all the fame because you don't seem to get back to people? There for a long time I didn't get back to people. I really try to if it catches my attention, but I couldn't handle life itself. So me trying to give somebody else, advice on anything just seemed stupid and ridiculous to my self-esteem or my brain, because it's like, man, my life feels like it's in shambles. What am I doing trying to help you, or trying to tell you, what do you got to do to do this or that? It just seemed really stupid to me to be like, yeah, I know what's going on. I got it all together. Because it might seem like I had it all together, but everything just fell apart. I mean, I've never dealt with a serious illness, and I have a lot of tics or symptoms that I still deal with that you would never know by seeing me, because nobody could never even believe that I had a stroke until I start to stutter and can't think and pretty much act completely oblivious to what the hell is going on at that exact moment, because all of a sudden I got really stressed and my brain just stopped. So no, I'm not about the fame. I'm really not. I really wish that I could explain how everything has happened and what's gone through to me, but it's almost damaging to tell people about what's happened in the last couple of years, because it makes you look weak. Employers don't like to hear about it. I mean, there's many things that make people look just weak, and it has damaged me a little bit trying to be open and say, hey, this is what I've gone through. Give me a chance to just figure it out. So back in March of 2016, so about a year and a half ago, I had a minor stroke. I still do not have feeling in part of my left hand. I still have some issues with my left leg. I stutter. When I get really, really, really stressed out, or if I'm really, really tired, or even excitement, I start to stutter. Like I put weird things, or I will try to say something and I can't say it. Like I can't even get the word out. I don't even stutter. Like I just, I mean, it's just not there. Or I'll just be talking and all of a sudden, like, I completely forget what I was talking about, what I was doing, where I was going. I'm driven like all the way across town, have no idea why I did. Go to stores, have no clue why the heck I'm there, or end up halfway across the store and like I was coming here for something, but I absolutely have no clue. I've learned how to make a lot of lists and really like figure out and schedule like what I need to be doing to make sure I get things done, because if I don't do it, if I get stressed or anxiety kicks in of any kind or anything, I won't be able to remember it, and I will get very frustrated because it's not something I had ever dealt with before. I've never gotten to the point that someone could ask me, what's your name? And I'm on the phone and I can't even get my own personal name out or know how to even spell my name, because my brain just puts a block. And these are symptoms that my stroke at 30 years old caused me. And they're still there. Now, after my stroke, I was put on, I was told, no, you need to slow down. You've been working 80 to 100 hours a week, and that is why you had a stroke, along with, who knows what 10 years of being overweight has done to my body. Who knows what, there's many different factors that could factor into why a clot of some sort went up into my brain, stopped my brain for a certain amount of time to cause me to have a minor stroke. I had this vein that was going up my head for like weeks before I had the stroke. I had this weird vein just poking out of my head up here. Had no idea why, and I still haven't really gotten an answer from the doctors of why that vein was there versus now that vein is no longer there. Like it doesn't stick out. But it was, I mean, protruding from my head. I mean, I took pictures of it. That's how creepy it was. It was so thick. It was just weird. So after that, they put me on a lot of medication to kind of control my anxiety, control my my depression, to help me deal with the factor that I gotta slow down and I don't know how to keep my business running without working 80 to 100 hours a week. I don't know how to keep anything running. And about 3 months after my stroke, the medication and everything combined, I had a breakdown. I literally wanted to die. I had planned on what I needed to do, and it's really crazy because, you know, as a normal person, when I don't have a hormone imbalance or I don't have a chemical imbalance of all those medications that we're doing wrong, when I don't have that, the thought of not being here with my kids is just unbelievable. Who would ever do that? But when everything isn't right, you literally 24/7, you wake up and you think, God, why did I wake up today? You get into your car to go to work. You drive across a bridge. Maybe if I just drove off the bridge, maybe it'd be quick and easy. What would it be if you envision your car going into that water? You know, what if a building collapsed? You know, then maybe they could collect the life support or life insurance, whatever. What would be easier? What's the easiest thing to not have to feel the pain? It doesn't, it's wrong to even think that way. But I thought that way. I don't know why, and if my medicine doesn't work right, it comes back. And these thoughts come just trickling in. And I didn't try. I didn't try. But I did talk to my mom, and I've talked to family members, and you know, of what I was feeling, what I was going through. And my mom, about a month after that, she decided that's enough, we're not doing this anymore. She came and took me completely out of work, told them, you're not getting her back until, you know, it doesn't matter, run the company, do whatever you gotta do, her life is more important than your stupid company. And she really saved my life. She took me up to her home. Well, she took me to the doctor first. They put me in a place where girls who need to get their lives back are dealing with trying to get their lives back. And I broke out with hives because smells and lotions and stuff, which they absolutely had, I was allergic to, and I broke out with hives. So they're like, yeah, you gotta come pick her back up because she's broken out. So I lasted like 8 hours there, and then all of a sudden ended up completely covered in hives. But I don't think I would have done very well there anyways. I really needed my mom, and my mom spent 2 weeks straight just constantly with me. I had no phone, no internet, nothing. I mean, I barely got a little bit of TV time. Other than that, it was talking and sleeping and dealing with what I had going on and figuring out what our plan was to get me back to being me again and wanting to live. Yeah, so we got onto the right medication. We got that fixed, but then my business partner decided that, you know, this just isn't working. He had to take a whole lot of extra time to work on the businesses, and I totally screwed up his whatever he had going on, I guess, because I wasn't there. And yeah, so I started to work from home, but then I wasn't at the business enough to do what I needed to do, and blah blah blah. It just really wasn't working out anymore, and I finally was finding some self-esteem and saying, hey, I'm more important than, you know, my important than making money at this job and making this job be what it is. And, you know, I was working, 60 hours a week instead of 100 hours a week. Well, that just wasn't acceptable, and I wasn't getting enough done, and I wasn't seeing enough, and I mean, it just wasn't working out. So in the end, we ended up working out a deal so that I could go to another franchise and I could sell my portion of my business. And that's what I did. So I moved. Everything went really great for 2 months. I had a manager that was amazing. And I was running a store, and he was the general manager of the 2 stores. And he was supportive and wonderful, and things were going great. Well, he decided he didn't want to work there anymore. So 2 months in, I was just getting my store off the ground. It was getting repaired. Life was going good. My boss was happy. Everything was great. And he quits. Like 2 weeks, that's it. That's all we got. And then it was both stores on me for about a month. And I was offered the position to take the bigger store, and that meant I would have to move away from my family and live in a little apartment away from my family, go visit my family on the weekends. That's insane. I literally just got my life back, and what am I going to do? Go seclude myself and work another 100 hours a week for somebody else? I can't do that. So I turned it down. Well, the guy that they hired, literally, you look him up online, which I didn't know. I mean, we had done interviews and everything, and I had, I did interviews, but I figured my boss would have done like a background check or something. Well, you look him up online, and there's literally 100 articles on how a lieutenant from the U.S. Army steals a ton of money from the U.S. Army, goes to prison for it, everything. This guy was a crook. Starts stealing from our company. I was the only one with a credit card in the company, and all of a sudden he stays on the phone. Well, he asked me to get him shirts, stays on the phone, takes the credit card. Next day, there's $5,000 off the credit card gone. We can't even pay our vendors. Within a month and a half, well, I quit 2 weeks in from that. He was there about 2 to 3 weeks, and I ended up quitting. And he literally talked to me because I had told the owner what had happened, and of course I had to explain that $5,000 that I couldn't explain because I was the only one with a card. And he then forbid me from speaking with the owner and put a wedge between us. And I was friends with the owner, which is absolutely ridiculous, and had me creating a second set of books for the company and everything. He had spreadsheets that he wanted under his heading, which is crazy. Why would I ever do that? But that's what he wanted, and when the spreadsheets already existed. And so at that point I said, I'm done. And he literally talked to me like I was the biggest piece of shit on the face of the planet. Made me feel on my medication like I wanted to die. I mean, I just sat there staring at a computer just wanting to freaking die. I just felt like shit. So anyways, I quit. And within a month and a half after he started, 8 employees, including some that were there over 10 years, were all either fired or let go for theft. Which I can tell you, as the accountant and running one of the stores, none of them were stealing. I can tell you exactly who was stealing. And I do believe that the franchise has kicked in, but I don't really care because I quit, filed for unemployment. Unemployment did back me, thank God. I moved home. So we still had our home because we had a flood in our home, so we couldn't sell our home. So we moved back to our house. We did a bunch of remodeling, and I've taken about, June, July, August, so about 3 months off now. I started a small little vinyl hobby company type thing that I'm hoping to continue on because I really love to do vinyl. I love to do graphics for cars and shirts, and hoping to do hats and mugs and just signs, all sorts of things. I'm just really looking forward to doing that. And I really have found in the about 3 months that I've been out of work, I've really worked on myself and trying to really figure out how to be grateful in life and how to change my thoughts from things that are happening to me to what can I do to change things, and really get back to being who I used to be mentally. And I finally figured it out. I think I figured some things out. I'm standing at the grocery store the other day, and it just was this like great feeling that the cashier went out to help an elderly woman, and I'm standing there looking around. I'm not looking at my phone. I turn around, and a gentleman was about to drop his entire basket, and he ended up dropping a can, and I ended up helping him, but he was right behind me. And instead of staring at my phone, I looked around to see what I could do for somebody else, helped him get the carrier up onto the thing, and had a wonderful conversation with this elderly man. And if I was working and stressed and always time, I would have been angry that the cashier left to go help that lady. I would have been not caring about who to help. I would have been sitting there on my phone, like going through, trying to figure out what I'm missing right now with the time that I'm spending standing there. But instead, I was able to help someone, talk to someone, and really look around and see the people around me. And there was a gentleman that was in front of me, and he seemed almost more at ease because he seemed angry that the cashier had left. And he seemed more at ease that we were all getting along and everything, and he seemed like he was kind of like getting into, oh yeah, it's not too bad, we're glad they're helping, right? So, I know, in my brain, I would have totally handled that situation different if I was still under the mass stress. I look around and I see cars and I see people just going about their daily lives, but half of them are not living their lives. They don't look around and see what they're missing. Being able to teach your daughter something that before you would have just done it because I would have gotten it over and done with sooner. Being able to just have that cuddle moment, being able to look at the people that you love and really know what you appreciate about them. Or look at the people that actually were there for you and be able to do something for them. I've found a better way to help my marriage. I mean, I'm making my husband lunches and leaving little notes for him, and I mean, it makes me feel good that I can do that. I've learned how to cook, which I sucked at cooking. So learning how to cook, and also cooking to keep my weight down, because I tell you, all of this, I've gained about 40 pounds. I've lost 30 some of that. Just by cooking the proper things and really getting out and trying to keep my endorphins and everything going so that I'm losing that weight, but also just healthy and keeping my head clear. It's just amazing what can happen with stress and not living your life, not really seeing what's going on. Now, I'm not going to say life is all better, because it's not. I mean, we're fighting for our house right now. We're dealing with lawyers. We're dealing with everything to try and just live. But we went from like an income of like $120,000 a year down to like probably 50, which is absolutely crazy. And I've never been broke before, broke, to the point where like I'm scrounging money for food. But honestly, I don't think I've ever been actually happier with who I'm becoming, because I feel like I'm actually finally working on me and knowing who I am. So I'm hoping to be making a few more videos kind of describing like what I'm going through food-wise, what I'm going through. I still have some symptoms of my weight loss surgery that do affect me, and that 5 years out, it might be a good thing to talk about. So I want to really add that. But I wanted to tell you guys what I've gone through, what I'm still going through, and what I'm dealing with. So really that fame question just can go out of anybody's mind, because honestly, I love you all. The weight loss community, you have all been there for me, and I'm sorry I haven't been there. But it literally being on camera or trying to tell someone about how you should do this, this, or this when I couldn't figure it out myself. I might have had the food part figured out, but the life part, I needed a lot of help. I needed a lot of help. And I still do. I'm not done. I've got a huge journey ahead of me to really figure myself out. And that's a part of all of this. You kind of lose your sense of self, of who you really are when your image changes and people treat you different and life just changes. So you got to be prepared for that. And it's not a scary thing, but you got to know how to really value who you are and for yourself, figure out what's going on so that you can be there for other people, so that you can be out in the world and really be a productive member of society. Because I tell you, this has been the biggest eye-opening experience I have ever had. So, and to all the haters out there that want to say like, shut up, quit crying, quit whining, blah, 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 just get off my channel. Honestly, 2 o'clock in the morning when I get the email that you've written that crap on my video, I just immediately delete your little comment and I move on. If you don't want to hear it, don't play my video. Okay? It's that simple. Done. It's not your concern. They're out there for the people who want the help, that want to hear it. If you don't want to hear it, turn it off. Because I don't want to hear the comments. I don't need your negativity. And I don't care about your negativity. And if you want to post something positive, absolutely, please do. And I will put it out there, the one way that no matter what you can get to me is sleevedfranklin@gmail.com. If you send me an email, sleevedfranklin@gmail.com, no matter what, I will get that notification. And it will come in and I will definitely see it. So if you need help, you need answers, you need information, and it's dire, you got to get to me, please do that. Because I do have the Facebook, I do have the channel and everything, but a lot of times there's so much coming in, there's so much, literally there's just a good 200 plus emails, and I'm not even working right now, coming in today. Please send it to the Gmail account, and I promise you will get a response. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and go. I love you guys. I'm sorry that was so long, but I really felt that needed to come out. So have a great day and enjoy your life and be grateful and do something for someone else and try not to get caught. Thanks.